Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of our series, where we will examine negotiation and conflict resolution in the context of cultural diversity. We will explore how cultural differences influence negotiation strategies and conflict resolution, and offer tips for effectively navigating these situations. Negotiation and conflict resolution are integral parts of our personal and professional lives. They involve reaching agreements, resolving disagreements, and finding mutually beneficial solutions to complex problems. The process becomes even more intricate when these negotiations or conflicts span across cultures. Cultural considerations play a crucial role in shaping negotiation strategies and conflict resolution approaches. Understanding these cultural nuances can pave the way for more effective communication and fruitful outcomes. Cultural differences can greatly influence the negotiation and conflict resolution process. Factors such as communication styles, decision-making processes, power distance, and views on individualism versus collectivism can all impact the strategies and techniques employed. Navigating cross-cultural negotiations and conflicts effectively requires a mindful approach. Here are some tips. First one, cultivate cultural intelligence. Delve into how cultural norms might shape negotiation and conflict resolution methods, understanding that approaches can differ significantly across cultures. Second is about effective communication. Adapt to cultural nuances in both verbal and non-verbal communication, being aware that even universal gestures or tones can have varying implications in different cultures. Third, empathy and open-mindedness. Value all parties' perspectives and see differing viewpoints as opportunities for enriched understanding. Be willing to adjust your approach based on the cultural dynamics at play. Fourth, patience and persistence. Cultivate patience to navigate complex negotiations without rushing to conclusions. Persistence is crucial to overcoming any communication barriers or misunderstandings due to cultural differences. Fifth, building trust. Establish trust by demonstrating sincerity and respect for cultural customs. This process encourages more open and effective communication and lays a foundation for successful negotiation and conflict resolution. Let's envision a scenario where you are tasked with facilitating the negotiations of an international infrastructure project between Chinese, American, and Kenyan companies. The aim is to reach a fair agreement on responsibilities and profit sharing, a task complicated by distinct business practices, cultural norms, and legal frameworks. Your first strategy would be cultivating cultural intelligence, understanding that Chinese business people value relationship building. Americans prioritize task-oriented contracts, and Kenyan companies blend both approaches. And this blend can be pivotal in setting the negotiation tone. Effective communication is another vital element. Recognizing the subtleties in verbal and nonverbal communication, like the preference for indirect communication in Chinese and Kenyan cultures versus the straightforwardness of the American, can prevent misunderstandings. Emphasizing empathy and open-mindedness, you will strive to appreciate each party's viewpoint. Such an approach can facilitate a constructive dialogue and help navigate the complex negotiation landscape. Patience and persistence will be necessary to handle extended negotiations and cultural misunderstandings, ensuring the process remains productive despite the challenges. Lastly, building trust by respecting each culture's customs and practices could encourage open communication and contribute to successful negotiation outcomes. Through such a scenario, we discern how the principles of negotiation and conflict resolution in a cross-cultural context can lead to effective international cooperation and understanding. Now that we ended this episode, you have gained insights into how cultural differences can influence negotiation and conflict resolution. You also have learned practical tips to effectively navigate these situations in a cross-cultural context. That brings us to the end of the episode 10. Understanding and respecting cultural differences are key to effective negotiation and conflict resolution. Join us in our next episode to discuss leveraging cultural diversity. Until then, stay curious, stay open, and stay connected.